Hi, my name is Nicole. I have a website called The Seven Candles, and I've studied conflict resolution, communication, belief. I have my master's in industrial organizational psychology. I have a whole list of certificates. I am right now doing relationship, life coaching, just kind of interpersonal coaching. And this is part 2 of a video that I did on deserve. This is the worth part. And there's a difference between worth and deserve, in my opinion. Deserve is, I believe, entitlement, where you think that you deserve something just because of who you are. And worth, you look at your value and the other person's value, which I personally like because value is so powerful. Value is when, to me, the waitress brings you your water and you're like appreciation for them bringing you water because you're thirsty, or the waiter, the server, and you appreciate them, or you're just like, wow, they're really doing a good job, or you just acknowledge that they may be busy. Hey, I see that it seems really busy here. That must be challenging. That's worth. You don't even have to be in gratitude to be in worth, because some people have a hard time saying thank you. So you can just be in gratitude. You can just be in acknowledgement. And that is so huge. Boy, it must be really challenging to have someone come and stay with you when you're not used to having people stay with you. Wow. This has got to be challenging to pick me up when my car broke down. Again, worth has more to do with valuing yourself and the other party. And we have got to get out of I deserve. Because when we get into the I deserve, a lot of times we really believe it takes away from the other person. But when we get into that I am worth, you are worth, and we start valuing each other, creates a whole nother atmosphere. I gotta tell you, I notice it with my pets even. I know you may be going, a little weird, but I do. I notice when I sit and I go into worth with my pets, they respond differently. When I go into worth and just acknowledge the struggle or the value of someone or any of that kind of stuff, people respond different. I watch a lot of times the atmosphere that I'm in. And what I mean by that is I watch how people are reacting and responding to what's going on. And people react and respond differently when worth is going on versus entitlement. And I personally like worth, because worth isn't just gratitude. It's not like, oh, thank you, you're so awesome. It's not being all Pollyanna. Worth is acknowledging the struggles as well. And so I really want to challenge you to start thinking about this. I really start to want to challenge you about thinking, about when that car stops, when you have to cross the road. And maybe those 5 before you didn't stop and you're a little irritated. Think about the one that did. Yeah, acknowledge those 5 before didn't stop and you're frustrated because you've been wanting to cross the street. You're like, oh, those guys were really not observant and they didn't really see what that was more important than me, what they wanted. But start going into, wow, but this other person saw that, it was important that they stopped so I could cross the street. Or when an accident almost happens, instead of going into, how dare, start going into the value and the worth of, oh my gosh, thank gosh we're safe. Start going into the value, worth of the situation. And how, and when you start doing that, you start creating more. And you start creating more for other people. We have, by the way, the cat wants to get on this one because he wants to tell you how worthy he is. I mean, these are just things that are so, so powerful. And this is just something that's been on my heart. And I just, it's just to me so powerful. So again, thank you so much for spending the time listening to me on this. And I like to end on notes. As musicians, we always end on notes. So please come visit the Seven Candles. And on that note, I hope to see you next time. Bye.